What's up, guys? Welcome to Jersey Beast TV. So today we're going to talk a little bit about a question I got recently, which was whether or not um, heavyweight and low reps is better or lightweight and high reps is better. Um, so let's dive right in. So the typical answer to that question is it depends, right? What are you looking to do? Realistically, as long as your form is right and you're training with intensity, everything tends to work more or less for the most part. Um, but if you're looking for strength gains, right, obviously lifting heavier weights is going to help you get stronger, common sense. If you're looking for size gains, the rule of thumb is moderate weight with moderate rep ranges, 8 to 12 is good, or higher volume work is good, which means sets of 10 to 12, sets of 15, sets of 20. But you have to understand something, that there's a trade-off, okay? So if you're going heavy, right, the workouts tend to be more intense. It's higher intensity because you're taxing your nervous system more with those heavy weights, which means you're going to burn out faster. So volume has to be a little bit lower, or a lot lower, depending on how heavy you're lifting, or what your rep ranges look like. Typically with heavyweight, I tend to recommend 5 to 7 reps. It's a pretty good range for reps where you're able to do multiple sets. When you're starting to getting into singles or sets of 3, and you are truly doing weights for sets of 3 reps, you're only going to get so far if you are using really, really heavy weight. Okay, because every rep is going to be a battle, right? It's going to be grueling. So you're only going to get a couple quality sets in before you got to drop that weight. So 5 to 7 is a good rep range. 5 to 8 is a good rep range, to where you're using heavy weights, but you're not going so heavy where you're maxing out in a sense. When it comes to moderate weights, 10 to 12 is a good rep range. Maybe 15 reps is a good rep range. But again, your weights have to drop, right? Because the volume is higher. Once you start getting into sets at 15 or 20, which I do myself, but I tend to use more body weight exercises for that, then you're talking lower weights, which is, again, why I do body weight or band work for those types of sets, or even cable machines if you have access to them, right? So remember that trade-off, either heavyweight and moderate reps or light reps, or really lightweight and, a lot of sets and reps. Which leads me back to, it depends on what you're looking to do. Most guys look to get strong, build muscle, and lean out. So I would recommend doing both types of workouts, or I should say all 3. So the way I group them myself in my own programming and for people that I coach is that there's typically a heavier aspect to the program, a moderate weight aspect to the program, and then a lighter aspect to the program. And the ways you can break this up, it depends on your split or how much time you can dedicate to training. But there's a couple ways you can do this. The first is combine all 3 in the same workout. So an example of this for chest would be maybe a heavy bar bench press for 4 or 5 sets of 5 to 7. A moderate exercise might be dumbbell incline press for 4 sets or 3 sets of 10 to 12. And then you wrap up the workout with 2 or 3 sets of high volume work, which is lower weight, for sets of 15 or 20. And that's one way you can break it up. And you can do that with all your body parts. The key here is not so much the rep ranges, but the exercise selection, depending on what you're looking to do. The second way you can break it up is in cycles, right? So you can have a cycle of heavy lifting for 4 weeks, a cycle of moderate lifting for 4 weeks, and then a cycle of lighter lifting for 4 weeks, which would be a 12-week program. And you can do 6 weeks if you want. Again, you can play with the numbers and the logistics of how to break it down, but you could do these little mini cycles of heavy, moderate, light, heavy, moderate, light, heavy, moderate, light, and break it up that way. So there's a number of different ways you could do it, but again, it ultimately depends on what you're looking to do. For the general gym goer who's not like looking to break world records or power lift or anything like that, you should do all 3. So if you choose one of those 2 ways I just mentioned to break it down, either mini cycles, 4 weeks of heavy, 4 weeks of moderate, 4 weeks of light, or break it down in the same workout, they're both going to give you tremendous results, as long as the intensity's there and you're training hard and you're eating right. All right. So hopefully this breaks it down for you, helps you out a little bit. I know there's some confusion when it comes to programming exercises and programming workouts. If you're looking to do that, obviously there's a ton of free information online, books, ebooks, articles, and things if you truly want to dig deep and dive in head first and find something like that. Or you can find somebody like myself who's a coach and can program it out for you. This way you just have to show up and do it. If I'll leave you guys with this. If you're a dad and you're struggling with getting back in shape, and you're struggling with getting your workouts in or having them actually be effective, or you don't know what exercises to do, or you don't know what to eat, or you don't know what supplements to take, or you're spinning your wheels, or you've been meaning to get back into working out and you just haven't been able to for whatever reason, life's getting in the way, and you just don't have that fire deep in your belly, what I'm going to do is urge you to click the link in the comment section down below. What this is going to do is bring you to a page which talks about the 6-week or 42-day Broken to Beast challenge. I ran this challenge with about 30 guys a couple months ago, and the general average weight loss was 15 pounds. Okay, that's the average weight loss. One guy even lost up to 30 pounds. The difference between this challenge and most fitness type challenges, I hate, you're going to laugh, but I hate the word challenge. Some of you guys already know that. But the difference between this and regular challenge type programs is that this covers you on all bases. This is about personal growth. It's not about getting six-pack abs. It's not about getting jacked or ripped. That stuff will happen by default if you do the other stuff that's involved in this challenge. So I'm talking about mindset. I'm talking about accountability. I'm talking about eating what you're supposed to eat and cutting out what you're not. And this thing is for somebody who's really ready. Like people that are just tire kickers and kind of just want something just to try it out. It's not for you. You have to be sick and tired of your current situation. You have to be sick and tired of being 30 pounds overweight. You got to be sick and tired of not being able to play outside with your kids. You got to be sick and tired of not being able to carry your kids to bed up the steps because you get to the top of the steps and you're just out of breath. That's who this is for. And somebody who wants to make a drastic change in their lifestyle for their family and for themselves and make it permanent, right? Most challenges lead you down a path for 6 weeks, and at the end of the 6 weeks, you go revert back on old habits. This challenge is 7 days a week. So there's 7 days of workouts every week for 6 weeks. There's 7 days of sound and clean eating for 6 weeks. There's 7 days of pretty crazy mindset stuff and pretty crazy personal growth stuff that you're supposed to do as part of the challenge as well, like journaling, like stuff. I'm not going to give away too much, but stuff that you're supposed to do in the morning when you first wake up that will set the tone for the day immediately. Okay, so if this sounds like something you're interested in, click the link in the comment section down below. This is less than $5. Okay, it's not expensive. The reason why it's not free is because you need to invest in yourself and have some skin in the game. Okay, if I give it to you for free, you're going to download it and you're not going to do it. But if you spend a little money on it, even though it's like the price of a protein shake, you're going to do it. You're going to do it. So click the link down below. If this video helped you sort some things out when it comes to training and breaking up your workouts and stuff that you can actually use, or maybe stuff that somebody that you know can use, share this video, like it, comment down below if you have any questions, or let me know what you're struggling with, or simply just tag somebody who you think will get some value out of this video. All right. If there's anything I can do for you guys, you know where to reach me. Comment down below, shoot me a private message, and we'll talk soon.